Every spring I run into the same problem. I run out of room for the new plants that I have started by seeds. Right now, under one of my grow lights, I have over 100 tomatoes and pepper plants that I've just transplanted up, and they are out of room. I'm cramming them under all the lights, and so what I need to do is actually set up a new bank of lights for these plants so that they can all get adequate lighting as they're starting to grow, and so I don't get any leggy or misshapen plants. They all get a equal start. So in this process, I know that many start some of their plants in their window sills. As you can see, I have flowers in my window sills. They start them on the kitchen tables. They take over the kitchen counters. And with every gardener, I'm sure, they run out of room. So this video, I'm going to show you some of the transformations that I go through and that I'm making some changes this year too. I am adding 2 new light stations. So this video is going to show you about my starting room transformation. All right, to get a better look at why I run out of room, here are my new transplants of my tomatoes and peppers. There's about 100 plants there sitting under the grow lights. And as you can see, they don't match up with the grow light. So I've got to make sure I always rotate the end flats of plants so that they can get the light. But some of them start, by the end of the day, you can see them starting to reach for the lights. And because of where I have them, I don't have enough natural light coming into this room. There's no way I could take over the kitchen counter or the kitchen table. My wife would not allow that. So I have this old porch, and I love the south and east facing windows, and they're perfect for growing plants. But it's also the catch-all. Yes, I have taken over with all of the plants. I've got them on tables. I've made shelves. I made shelves in the windows to accommodate all my amaryllis bulbs that I grow for the holiday seasons year after year. And we've got the bins for birdseed. And of course, the treadmill. Everybody has to have a treadmill that's folded up and holding something besides their workout program. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to transform this room and all the potting soil and everything else I have, all my gardening supplies, into a useful growing room. The area that I'm going to concentrate on most is this wall over here. You can see I have this old desk. It's actually sitting above a cedar chest, but it has an old fish tank. Don't have any fish. In fact, I have never had any fish in that fish tank. I think I need to find another home for it. This is where I'm going to concentrate on the change. I'm actually going to build 2 different light stations here. I'm going to suspend another bank of lights from the ceiling for a couple of months while the plants are growing on and before I take them outside. All right, I got the shelf placed, the light hung. Yes, it is tilted. It has a permanent chain on the back side, and on the front side I've hooked the chains to it to where I can lower it up and down as I need to take it closer to the plants. I just put the bulbs in, and so now I'll have to check to see if it works. Fingers crossed. All right, here's the moment of truth. I'll turn the lights on to see if they work. All right, I've got lights. As you can see, it's a bank of 4 lights. It's a fluorescent set of lights that came out of an office that was remodeling, and I was able to snag those. And but what I did is I converted them over to LED lights. I took the regular fluorescent lights out, I removed the ballasts, and then replaced those fluorescent lights with LED. All right, there it is. I made it, stuffed it back full of plants. Looks like I need more room. Now, that platform right there, I did put a couple more hooks up into the ceiling, so I do have one more bank of lights that I can add should I need it. Now, it all depends on how adventuresome I'm going to get this spring here in the next couple of weeks, on how many plants I'm going to start. Am I going to start some flowers, or will I just buy those this next year? So I was able to space out those tomatoes and those peppers. I brought one tray over here and put those under the lights. I've got my onion sets. Now I've got them back under lights so they won't get as scraggly as they have been suffering for the last couple of weeks. My wife was at the greenhouse and she found this beautiful imperial geranium, or what used to be known as the Martha Washington geraniums. And so she just had to get it. Now we're still about a month away from putting those out, and without the fear of frost. So this particular plant is going to be under the lights for about a month. And so I've got a geranium that I've nursed along. That's my next project. I'm going to be taking cuttings from this geranium and propagating them. So that will be a fun project here in the next couple of days. So with that, tell me what you think. What do you grow your seedlings in? What conditions? Do you have a specific room? Do you grow them on the kitchen counter? I'm grateful that I have a spouse that she allows me to play with plants and take over this portion of our house for the time being. It's about a 3-month disruption, but it's all worth it in the end. So in the comments below, take a picture of your growing conditions and add it to the comments below. I would love to see what you have. Do you have lights? Do you just place them in the windowsill? Hope for the best. Well, that wraps that up for a behind the scenes look of what I have to grow with and in my growing conditions at my house. Leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. And remember, let's get growing.